Said
or
the
else
stock
we're not
market
going to have
will
time to
boom
talk about it.
if I'm elected. If he's elected, the stock market will crash.
Okay,
We're going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
But every stock, every bond, every currency, every commodity, every piece of art, every private business, every piece of real estate will eventually be a token on a blockchain, an entry on a ledger, permanent and immutable. We will have truth instead of trust, and we will save over $7 trillion a year. 6 to 8% of global GDP is wasted by the friction of the trust industry that's necessary when you have dual entry accounting. With triple entry accounting, which is what a blockchain is, we get rid of all of that friction. It's a beautiful future.
Like what you see in China and their social credit scoring systems, right? If we get identity wrong, it could be a tool to enslave humanity. And if we get it right, it could be a tool to liberate humanity. And as an American, I'm obviously rooting for the one that's on the side of freedom.
Bitcoin is an international asset. And also, I do believe the role of crypto is, it's digitizing gold.
I actually believe this technology is going to be very important. Look at it. We have been part of a huge revolution in investing through ETFs. We believe that ETFs will be changing the whole way we invest. Many people still use it as a means, people are investing it for indexing. No, the majority of people who are putting money in in ETFs are active investors that are buying exposure. The entire bond market is being transformed as we talk right now. I believe the next generation for markets, the next generation for securities will be tokenization of securities. And if we could have that distributed ledger that we know every beneficial owner, every beneficial seller, we all have our code of who's buying, who's selling, instantaneous settlement. And think about it, it changes the whole ecosystem.
Chinese bank ICBC has been hit by a ransomware attack, and the U.S. Treasury market, as a result of that, has been disrupted. This, according to the Financial Times. We're getting more right now with Bloomberg's Sonali Basak. Sonali, what do we know?
Listen, we have the Financial Times now reporting that ICBC, one of China's largest banks here, was hit with a ransomware attack. And remember, they're a very significant intermediary in the Treasury market. The SIFMA has told its members that this has been part of the reason here that the system is kind of clogged up, if you will, during that auction that we saw a little bit before. The attack had prevented ICBC, according to the Financial Times, from settling Treasury trades on behalf of other market participants. A large executive at a major bank also telling the paper that such a large party on the fixed income clearing corp creates major concerns, potentially impacting the liquidity of Treasury markets.
Now, it was not just a poor auction. It was absolutely lousy, and when the dealers have to step in to save a treasury auction, that's a rare occurrence. And
we told crypto is bouncing right now. Make sure you hitting that cash app.
And you heard the king. I'm not your financial advisor, not financial advice. Please do your own research. But those who've been with us from the beginning, you know.
Let's get into the video. Back to you, Cryptoteacher.
Welcome to the Cryptoteacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Please inform your friends and family and spread all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the books Cryptoteacher and the New World Order book. Remember, the New World Order book shows you how the world really works, and it is definitely time for you to wake up out of that sleep, especially in the times that we're in right now. And 2024 is going to be one of our most entertaining years. We have the presidential election. We have the drums are beating. We have the emerging markets going to be flipping the switch on the fourth industrial revolution. Now, we had the Fed signal rate cuts, but remember, guys, they haven't cut rates yet. So we know the master magicians are about to set up that distraction. So therefore, they can cut rates while we still have inflation. And in the fourth quarter, once the election is over, we know the movie begins. And also, guys, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, much love to those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon. Much love. Keep it coming. Guys, if you're not a part of the Patreon, make sure you're donating to the channel through the actual Cash App. But guys, this next Bitcoin and crypto bull run is going to be a utility run. So you want to make sure you have the cryptos that have real utility. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores. Keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And right now, we have Bitcoin and crypto bouncing hard, like I told you. And remember what King stated. Make sure you're hitting that Cash App. Now, guys, I'm not your financial advisor, not financial advice. Please do your own research. But, guys, we do this every single month. It's like clockwork. Those who've been with me from the beginning, we know the plan. We know we're going to be head down. Of course, we're going to have pumps and dumps, but all this is ran by an algorithm. And we see stocks taking a beating. And we're going to get into that later. And we had MicroStrategy and Coinbase take a beating with regular stocks. Now, guys, on the stock channel, those who, of course, been with me from the beginning, what's the major indicator you have to look at? And that's the VIX. And the VIX is telling you it all. And then also the other indicators, of course, are yield rates. We have yield rates down and we have the dollar plummeting, which the stock market we know should be doing great, but you have to add in Japan's equation. Remember all the debt they had? Now they're raising rates and it's hitting the global economy like I told you it would a long time ago. But remember, it's all a plan for the fourth industrial revolution. Now, we had volume and crypto skyrocket. And those who actually look at indicators know that this volume is not normal. The only person who can create this much volume, of course, is the Fed. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. And then, of course, guys, we have Tether, USDC, and then we have the Fed. Repo Friday was $338 billion. And we're going to see what they do today. Make sure you're pulling that on a daily basis during the week. And we know the Fed is keeping rates high for longer along with the central banks. Remember, they're moving in lockstep. Now it's time to cut. Of course, I'm going to go over that in the second video. But you're now seeing the mainstream media all of a sudden turn to the United States is in a recession. And we have Gooseby with the Fed. And again, guys, I'm going to go over this in the second video. What does he say? U.S. doesn't look like it's in a recession. But guys, we see all the indicators, credit cards, delinquencies and car payments, bankruptcies. And we know small businesses are taking a beating, which we know small and medium-sized banks are taking a beating. And what happens after that? Unemployment is going to skyrocket. And they notice, but they need to bring in the machines. Only thing we do is need that crisis because we know the Fed is not going to say, I took your money. It has to be a big distraction. So therefore, they can start building this fourth industrial revolution. They've already took close to $4 trillion, guys. They're going to run that money in the back door to get to building. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now we have the spot Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs, BlackRock, Fidelity, and Grayscale right now all down. And getting over into the little crypto news. And of course, the big topic on mainstream media is this global plummet. We have Japan, which we know started it because they started to raise rates. We have the United States. We have the EU. We have Taiwan. So this lets you know, guys, we're in a global economy. The only thing that's going to save it is tokenization. If you have my book, you understand. If you've been with me from the beginning, you understand. They're just going to tokenize this debt and hand out that free money. But little do the people know, the free money is going to be stable coins because their fiat is dying. But these stable coins are going to be programmable, telling you what, where, and when and how to buy. And you have 3 to 6 months to spend it or poof, it's gone. And these machines and these digital assets are going to rise. Remember, guys, when we take a hit, when we plummet, all stocks take a hit. But the NWO stocks and cryptos always rise to the top. And that's why I call them NWO stocks and cryptos. Because they're not going to take a hit. They'll take a hit for even 10 years. But like Warren Buffett always stated, patience is the key. If you know the agenda, if you know the plan, the only thing you have to do is sit back, let it play out. You're going to benefit. And if you're a trader, you love this volatility. This is what you live for because you know, yes, we had a dump. I may not get the perfect bottom, but we're going to move right back up. And what did the crypto teacher tell you? We do this on a monthly basis. Until this changes, it's been like clockwork. I'm not your financial advisor, not financial advice. Please do your own research. And the key is research, because once you understand how the markets work, you know it's rigged and it's all planned out. And remember, the crypto teacher told you, because he knows when it comes to the NWO, it's all planned out. But guys, all I have for you. Don't forget about the books. Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance. Do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get home stocks, the Xrp, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing, they were still getting that free money. What are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know, I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Drama Team save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Drama Team save New York from COVID Stories 3. Part 3. King Joshua and Drama Team goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.